Up, everybody? I am back and doing a very long overdue review of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in the Ezio collection for the Nintendo Switch. And it's taken me forever to put this together, and I apologize. But really, the short of it is, I don't have much to say about it, and that's actually a good thing because it's a really quality product. I mean, Brotherhood is one of the greatest games I've ever played, so let me go ahead and throw it out there. But as far as a remaster and as far as how well they did with the port, it's a straight 10 out of 10. It really is remarkable what they've done. The short of it is, they took the PS4 version and managed to get that thing running on the Switch. And there really aren't that many cutbacks that have been made. It's pretty close to the PS4. The only thing they've done is they've cut back a little bit of lighting data here and there. But beyond that, it is really identical to the PS4, which is pretty surprising. I think it speaks very well to them squeezing everything they could out of the Switch's hardware. It's very well executed, very well crafted, very well put together. And heck, just right off the bat, let me go ahead and show you a couple of quick examples. Now, of course, you're looking here at the Switch version, but if you look right here, this screen grab, that's from the PlayStation 4 version running at 4K. It's pretty remarkable at how good the Switch looks. Now, if we go back, I mean, draw distance, shadowing, coloring, I mean, maybe even the Switch looks a little bit sharper in a couple of ways, which is kind of surprising. But this really goes to show you how well they did with this port. Back to the Switch. Yeah, one more time. We'll go to the PS4 one more time. Look at that. PS4. Switch. Pretty impressive, right? And that pretty much covers the vast majority of it. It's just a great port, handles very well. Look at the sky here. And the sky they completely redid for the PS4 version. They brought it over here. And really, I'm not even going to compare it to the original release because there's just no need to. This game just smokes it in every possible way. So I'm really just comparing it to the PS4. I mean, water, down here a little bit. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. Water, reflection, shadowing, everything holds together really nice. Colors are great. Draw distance is great. Runs at 1080p, steady at 30 frames per second. There is a fail-safe that they installed, which I have not seen yet ever since the patch was released. Basically, if the screen gets overwhelmed, it'll pixelate and mess with the visuals a little bit to maintain performance. But I have not been able to get the failsafe to activate in Brotherhood since the patch has been released. I know I pointed out in my review of Revelations, but I have not been able to trigger it here, which is a very good thing. So perhaps the patch ironed it out. But I still feel the need to mention it because I'm sure it's still in the engine. But I have not been able to trigger it ever since they released the patch. But I did encounter it on my initial playthrough, which has been quite some time ago now. But as you can see, running around, everything looks great. Visuals look great. Frame rate, nothing's dropping.
Most impressive. Better stay clear of the guard.
Everything just runs perfectly. Alright, let's see. I mean, it's a beautiful, very clean image. Everything looks good. That's his character model looks good. See a little bit of artifacting there. Okay, see on his face, see the shadowing artifacts in and out every now and then. That's one of the minor cutbacks they had to make from the PS4 version, but there's no screen tearing like there was in the 360 version. It looks so freaking good. It plays very well too. So I do give really, really big hats off. And it looks good in handheld mode too, real quick. This is me playing in docked mode. But handheld looks great too. It just really performs well no matter what mode you are playing in. Everything looks great. Let's run up here a little bit. See, frame rate's good. Nothing tears. Image holds together very well. Just very impressively close to the PlayStation 4. And maybe my mind's playing tricks on me, but I swear there's some parts where it actually even maybe looks even a little better in some ways than the PlayStation 4 does. Which is just crazy to think about. Just a lot of trial distance, insane amount of detail. Everything just looks good. Oh. Alright. What you get for interrupting my review, dude? Sorry, I just had to address a problem there. Go over here a little bit.
Resurgence of La Malaria in the Campo Marzio. Restoration and cleaning work has been temporarily suspended at Santa Maria del Popolo. The bishop asks that Pellegrini
Alright guys, honestly, that really just about wraps it up. I mean, honestly, I did not have much to say. Everything's just executed perfectly. I can't think of anything else worth pointing out. It's just a straight 10 out of 10. They did a phenomenal job. Hopefully giving you a good showcase of the graphics and how well they did. And just how good the visuals are, how good the clean images.
The Orsini family will hold festive games this Saturday in the plain before San Paolo.
I can't think of anything else worth pointing out. I mean, it's just an incredibly good job on the part of Ubisoft. They did a great job. Pick up the Ezio Collection. And by the way, it's very consumer friendly. The Ezio Collection, they have AC2 on the actual Switch cart. But all the content, including the DLC, you download from the eShop, and it's all free. There's no, download code, one-time download code. There's no trickery involved. I mean, you could pick it up on the side of the road, or get it used or whatever, and it's still going to have all the content available for download for free. So it is readily available, very, very consumer-friendly game, and it's worth the price of admission just for Brotherhood. But of course, you're going to be able to pick up AC2 and the equally excellent Revelations, which is again another one of my personal favorites in the collection as well. All three are available. 3 of the greatest games ever, and very well ported onto the Switch. All the AC games look and run very well on the Switch. They definitely did a great job. Just nothing to complain about at all. I guess the last thing I'm going to do here before I cut things off, I'm going to kind of let you see the transition here to nighttime. I'll let you get kind of a feel for
The Consiglio
the
Rionale
nighttime
reminds
effects. You
visiting
can see it's
pellegrini to walk with an eye
look
open
at the
for
Roman sky.
overhanging architectural sanitation features.
This is another thing they handled very well. They redid for the PS4, and of course it carries over here. They redid a lot of the transitional effects, day to nighttime, and just made it look more real, more believable than the original. In fact, night and day, the entire skyline was completely changed, ripped out, and redone for the remasters. It's all brand new from the original. Actually, if you go back and you play the original, it actually looks kind of fake now compared to what they've put into it. Just looks way more realistic. The coloring, the atmosphere, the way that the sky looks, it's just more believable, more gorgeous looking in contrast to what was originally released.
The Colonna family wishes it to be known
Minutes, you
a
can get the
great
stars to
tourney
come
will be
out.
held
We
this
want to show you
Saturday
guys
in the field
all that
beyond
stuff,
San
especially the
Lorenzo
moon
Fuori Le
lighting
Mura.
effects. Everything looks pretty
Rich
good.
prizes for all
And again,
games
pretty close to
without promise,
PS4. It's
as well as a
basically the
box of
same.
2,000 gold scudi to
The
most
way the
manful
moon will shine off of
chivalrous
Ezio changes a little
cavaliere.
bit, but that's really about it. It's pretty darn close. So
The Orsini family will hold festive
definitely,
games this Saturday in the plain
quality
before
product
San Paolo Fuori Le
that they
Mura.
made.
Richer prizes for all games champions promise.
Okay.
4,000 gold.
Alright, starting to come out, you see, look at the skyline. It looks beautiful. You see all those stars starting to come out. It's not totally dark yet, but you can probably see a little bit of it on your end. It looks beautiful when it's completely at nighttime. Not yet. No, the sun's just set, so yeah, it's still got a little light out. There's no look at the stars. See, that just looks way, way better than what was in the original release. And you see the moon coming out.
Due to the recent resurgence of La Malaria in the Campo Marzio, restoration and cleaning work has been temporarily
Very
suspended
beautiful.
at Santa Maria del Popolo.
Fact.
The bishop asks that Pellegrini avoid the
Look at the
area
PS4
for the
version.
foreseeable future.
Again, pretty close. Maybe even a little bit better. The nighttime atmosphere looks beautiful on the PS4, and it carries over here. Go back to the
With an
Switch.
eye open for overhanging architectural sanitation features. They would also like to apologize to the
good.
Duchessa di Alba and wish her grace, great peace
there's
and
stars.
solace in the continuation of her visit.
I mean, guys, that really wraps it up. Like I said, really can't think of much more to
Due
say.
to the recent resurgence of La
Other than I
Malaria
can
in the
highly,
Campo
highly
Marzio,
recommend this collection to you.
restoration
Go
and
pick it
cleaning
up.
work has been
Physical copies
temporarily
probably are not
suspended
available.
at Santa
You
Maria
probably
del
find a used
Popolo.
one.
The
But of
bishop
course, it's
asks
available
that
digitally on
Pellegrini
the
avoid
eShop.
the area
I
for the
highly,
foreseeable
highly
future.
encourage you to pick it up if you haven't already. Lots of great things to say about it. It's
The Colonna family
basically the
wishes to be known
PS4
a
version
great
minus a
tourney will
little
be
bit
held
of
this
lighting
Saturday
tricks,
in
and
the field
there's
beyond
not many
San
sacrifices that have
Lorenzo
been made. They did a great
Fuori
job.
Le Mura.
Sign off in the
Rich prizes for all
comments. You got any
games
questions? As
without
always, I will
promise,
answer them.
as well
And
as a
thank
box
you
of
guys,
2,000
as
gold
always,
scudi
so
to the
much
most
for watching.
manful
Appreciate
chivalrous
y'all.
cavaliere.